Welcome to Sipping Reality with Jill and
Megan.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Jill just looked at me and said, "When did we stop being fun?" And it was so cute.
So listen to this story. We're trying to come up with an episode topic today because people have suggested that we do that. It's smart to do. If you learn how to do a podcast, like they'll tell you to do certain things, and we haven't done that. That's not us. Like we're just like off the cuff, unfiltered, unbothered. But we're trying. We're really trying hard. Like, okay, let's think of a fun topic. And we can't think of shit.
No.
We got nothing.
We're like brain dead.
And I'm like...
And that's when she looked at me and was like, "When did we stop being so fun?"
Yeah, like we can't think of anything fun to talk about.
We don't need to think of anything.
No.
We just start talking. That was the whole point of starting a podcast.
That was the whole point of us just talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, here we are.
And we're just going to talk.
So we decided to just hit record and be with you.
I mean, I could ask you, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, what would my superpower be?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta think about that for a minute.
Okay.
What would yours be? Do you know?
Yes.
What?
It would be to travel anywhere in an instant.
That's a pretty amazing superpower.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to teleport?
That's the word.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it. Yeah. There was a movie. It was one of my favorite movies, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's with that guy that was in Star Wars. Oh.
She doesn't remember who either.
I don't remember the guy. I don't remember the name of the movie.
Things like that.
Oh, but he was able to teleport like anywhere. He could teleport behind the bank vault and take all the money and then teleport across the world.
I have mine.
What is it?
If I were to have any superpower in the world, I'd want to be able to heal.
Oh.
Just touch someone.
And heal
them. Or
them.
just say, be healed. And they are full of a solid foundation of self-worth, of purity and goodness.
That would be incredible.
That is the superpower that I want.
Wow, that makes mine sound really selfish. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Thank you. Well, just step out of the room now.
Childish, selfish. That was so virtuous of you.
Thanks, Jill. That was great. Wow.
Episode's over.
Bye.
Drop the mic.
A different kind of mic drop there. It kind of just fell as you walked out of the room.
Out of shame.
The shameful mic drop.
Oh my god. Well, how do I come back from that?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, thanks.
We could say something else.
But what if you have a better answer than me? Again.
Well, it could happen.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm willing to try.
Okay. What a good sport. I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah. No shame in my game.
No shame in my game.
Teleporting would be pretty amazing. What if we could teleport together? We could go anywhere right now.
Oh my gosh.
We could be someplace. We could put our bikinis on and be someplace, bam, on the beach right now.
And then be back later.
We'd have to remember to hold everything we want to bring with us in our hands.
That's true. Because it would be able to come with us if you were holding it, right?
Yeah, I'm a planner. I think about all that stuff.
Oh.
I'm not just like, oh, bam, transport me. I'm like, oh no, what do I need to bring with me?
It's really smart.
Yeah. I'm smart and thoughtful.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Apparently. I'm looking really good today.
You are.
Let's keep going. This is a great episode.
You're on top right now.
Yeah. Let's stop this episode.
All right. Let me think.
It's working out well for me.
Let me think of something else. Well, along this lines, if you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Oh, well, that's a hard one because I haven't really been many places that there's like so many amazing places in this world to explore. Like, how do I choose one?
I know.
I would have to, if I were to be able to travel anywhere in this moment, this is what I would do. I would take a spinny wheel. Spinny wheel, what are they called? A thing with an arrow and it spins and you push it. It's got to have a name. Everything has a name.
The heck?
Like with a board game, like where you
the arrow.
An arrow that you
spin
on a
board?
map.
On a map.
But I do it on a map.
Right, like spin the bottle?
Yeah, but I spin the spinny thing on the map.
Spin the spinny thing.
And wherever it lands...
I don't even know what those are called.
Or I could take darts and put a map up on the wall.
And throw it.
And throw a dart.
Yep.
And then I wouldn't necessarily go exactly where that dart hits because I could be in the middle of a desert or something. But I would pick the closest destination that I would like to travel to from where that dart is. I would look at that dart and say, oh, yep, that's where I'm going. Because it's too hard. There's too many places
I
to
want to
go.
be in like a blue lagoon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Warm.
shows your depth, Megan.
Well, thanks.
You have depth.
Thank you.
You're moving on up.
At least I'm not being childish. Selfish.
Moving on up.
The Blue Lagoon. Yeah.
What is that? To
That's
the
my...
east side? Is that how it goes? Moving on up to the east side?
I don't know.
I didn't just know it says moving on up.
That's all I know, too. That's the only part I know. Yeah, so I want to be in a warm place with blue water, and I want to swim. That's what I want to do.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
It'd
But
be cool to swim with dolphins.
oh, it would be.
I love pictures of people going on vacations and getting to swim with their kids with dolphins.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Oh, my boys would love that.
I want to travel all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many places to go.
Yeah. So many cool things to see.
There are. And, at the same time, I was going to say I'm happy just sitting right here and I'm looking out my window and I'm like, no, I'd rather be in those other places. I was really trying.
Yeah, to say you were content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried really hard.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good try.
Hey, gotta take a stab at it.
Just trying to make myself feel better.
I was trying to feel good.
I was trying to lie to myself for a
that
second.
my backyard was as good as a blue lagoon or like traveling all over the world anywhere. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
Well,
Silver lining. I'm looking for it.
oh, man.
Yeah, Well, what else can we bring up on this fun Thursday morning?
Well, I don't know. Have you seen any weird stuff on the internet you can talk about? Because there's a lot of it.
Can you guys please explain to me what you do with a poop cutting knife?
Oh, that's disgusting.
A poop cutting knife.
You cut your poop in the toilet?
I don't know what they use it for. They're looking for parasites. Why do you need to see them? If they're gone, then just be glad that they're gone.
Do you cut a big poop if it's too big?
Oh, maybe people that have really big poop so it doesn't clog their toilet?
Ew, that's so gross. Oh, oh my God.
I can't stop thinking of the smell, what that would smell like.
Oh.
Because you would release more smell by...
No. I think we should move on.
Like, don't go there.
We need to move on.
Move on. What about the chicken purse we saw?
That's weird.
I know. I'm sad I can't show a picture of that. We saw a chicken purse.
I think eventually we need to set up like a video sharing reaction video type videos. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Things we can do.
The AI videos really creep me out.
Oh my gosh, Megan showed me this AI picture of this woman with this dog in her lap, and the dog became her vagina.
Yeah,
with
it
her
looked...
legs open.
It was so creepy looking.
Disturbing thing. So the woman was naked with her legs open.
No, she wasn't naked. She was wearing shorts, but you couldn't...
The bottom was naked, though.
No, the dog was there, so it looked like...
So it just looked like she was naked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look at it that well because it was so creepy that I kind of just pushed it away. I was like, oh, no, not looking at that.
Yeah. No, these AI videos and pictures are really disturbing.
They are.
Like, but sometimes I can't stop staring. It's so disturbing.
No, you have to watch it over and over and over again.
But that's the point. I think that they're
That's why so many people are putting them on Reels, because they're getting a lot of views, because people get stuck. They get stuck in them.
Well, maybe we should start making AI pictures. We have that AI generator that we were paying for.
Well, that's more for...
I know, but
pictures,
we could make some really weird stuff.
We could make some weird stuff.
I had made some weird pictures with that one.
Have you?
Well, yeah. There's some that popped up where we were like, ooh, that looks creepy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when I was making the bear one.
Oh my goodness.
We're not on X. I won't explain that.
Yeah, we can't go into that.
I won't.
That's for another day and another time. But
and another
we'll go there.
Podcast channel.
We'll go there. But on our website, there are some writings that you need to do around that for anyone.
I know.
Who does go to that website?
I've listen. I have not written I have written. See, I have written in the last few months, but I get to the end of the writing and I'm not finishing it.
Yes.
And I've have at least a dozen of those.
Yep.
I think if I can focus on just finishing those, I'll have like a dozen writings right off the rip.
Yeah.
Because I've been stuck. Like I get to the end and I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know where that block is. I think maybe I've been super dissociated lately too. Maybe.
Not maybe.
I am. I have been. Yeah.
You have been since I've known you.
Yeah, I do. I dissociate a lot.
You haven't had the ability to heal enough to come out of that yet, that you're still in that. Until like you go into something that's like deep and then you just shut down and you can't finish it and then you can't get back into it.
That's exactly what happens.
And I do that too. If I start writing something and I come out of it for long enough, sometimes I can go back into it if I go back in quick enough, but if I come out long enough, it's really hard for me to go back in, which is why I really love writing the blogs, the short writings that we do. First of all, they're short, so they're quick and easy to read, but I also, because I am writing a book, actually my goal was to start in May, and it's May 1st today.
Yep.
Interesting.
Already, that's crazy.
So
it's almost half the year's gone by.
Not yet. By the end of this
month. I said
month,
almost. 30 days away from half the month.
Megan
half the year. I do.
She's an exaggerator a little bit.
My birthday's in a month.
It is.
Yep.
But my goal that I set last fall was to start writing, which I did. I've actually hit all my writing goals. And so my last writing goal, well, not the last one. There's like a 5-year plan, but the last start is to start the book. May 1st, or in May. Not May 1st. No, not happening today. Today's a busy day. But, yeah, to start writing my book in May.
I like that.
So it's interesting. This came up, and I just looked down, and I'm like, oh, it's May. I guess I gotta start that now.
Do you know what's beautiful?
That's the goal.
I want to bring this up because I read something that you said years ago, yesterday, where you said you think you would be fulfilled if you wrote.
Oh, yes. What did it say? It said, I really want to write. I think it would fulfill my purpose.
Yeah. And it was a really beautiful thing. That was from like 2013.
2015.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I said, I really want to write. I think it would fulfill my purpose. And I hadn't ever written anything that anyone had read before at that point. I had journaled, and then I had started to write a book back in my 20s. And that's it for writing for me ever in my whole life. But there's always been this place in me that has desired to write and desired to write a book.
Yeah, and I only wrote in high school, and I wrote some good pieces back then that I can't find now, but I hadn't written since high school.
Yeah.
And it was always so fulfilling for me too, but it was I just wanted to bring that up because it was a beautiful thing to read that you...
Yeah, that was just yesterday. We found that.
Yeah, now we've been doing this, and
Megan was on the phone, and I was reading through this document, and I found that, and I put the page number.
No, I was next to
phone. You. No, that was when you were on the phone, and you went out, and then you went outside afterwards.
Oh, and you
came back in after like 10-15 minutes, and I was done with the document at that point, and I said, "No, wait, I have to show you this." Because I had made a note in my phone even, because it was such a big deal to find that. It is a big
deal. And this is our purpose.
And I didn't know that. I hadn't known. I didn't connect with or almost disassociated from the fact that has been such a deep passion of mine for so long.
Yeah.
Like, it was surprising to me because I didn't have any recollection that I would have said or thought
that was like that would fulfill a
purpose
to say me. That and then to us be doing this now and how fulfilling it has been for the both of us.
Yeah, it's
really quite incredible, actually.
Yeah.
And like almost serendipitous, like just because you
finding it right now at this moment.
Yeah.
With so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lesson for us all.
And Sipping Reality has been very fulfilling for us.
If you have a passion that you feel like will fulfill a purpose for you, just do it. Mm-hmm. Don't let any fear hold you back. Don't let yourself or your own self-worth or anything hold you back, because you'll find your worth within it.
Right. And you know what I'm finding?
Just do it.
The more you want to do for yourself and start living in your purpose, people do not like that.
Oh, yeah.
They do not like it.
No. It's one thing that keeps us down.
Yeah.
I have a friend, a really, really, really good friend. And she actually said to me the other day that she was not gonna, she doesn't think that she would date this guy because she believes that she would be judged for dating him. Mm. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like...
And she likes him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know all the details. And it was even... How she said it was even, like, more so, like, I'm only questioning this because of how everybody else will look at me. Because he's into something that, you know, people would judge. He does something that people would judge. And people know he engages in this. And so she's questioning dating him. I said, I don't know if this guy's a good guy or not. But you don't make any decision in your life because of how people are going to judge you. Because first of all they're doing is keeping you down. Because people want to keep other people down so they feel better about themselves.
100%.
And what was my second point? My second point was the big one. And then I said the first one and it made me forget the big one.
Oh, you're talking about not making a decision based on people.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
People are still going to judge you.
Even
people who are going to judge you whether you do the good thing or you don't. The only difference is they're judging you behind your back for things, but when you're actually doing something good, they're going to really want to bring you down, so they're going to throw it in your face.
Right.
But if they're judging you anyways.
No matter what.
So never, ever hold yourself back because somebody is judging you.
Yep. As
long as you are not hurting anyone else or yourself. If you're being a terrible person, then don't do it. Check yourself. Go get some healing.
Right.
Like, seriously. Don't be an asshole.
Right.
But if it's not something that's hurting anyone else or yourself, do not ever let somebody else's judgment hold you back because they're judging you anyways. They're unworthy of stealing your light.
Well, I mean, that's
your
why...
Your purpose, your passion from you. Like,
that's why we started this.
Because it makes me angry.
That's why we started this, even in the midst of our divorce. We're just not going to be concerned with how people see us or think about us or talk about us. We're just not concerned with that anymore.
Well, we have an erotica page.
Yep.
We have a Sipping Reality X podcast that we reference all the time on here because we're trying to reel it back because we don't want to go there on here because we keep them separate for a reason.
Right.
Because there's important topics we want to talk about here that aren't going to jive with our other topics.
Right.
But... it's like...
And the audience gets to choose.
We are not ashamed of the fact that we have these things. And this is why. Because we are not ashamed that we are sexual creatures.
Right.
And I'm going to say that here on this
I
podcast.
think that's...
And there is nothing that we do that is unsafe for anyone else or ourselves, either in person, in reality, or on those pages. And we are not ashamed of it. And we are not doing it here on this podcast because we want a separate place because not everybody's interested in that content and there's a lot more to us than just that.
Right, exactly.
That is a piece of us. That is not who me and Megan are, and that's why we have...
But it's a part of who we are.
But it's a part of who we are. That's why we have more than just that.
Right.
But it's also why we have that because there also needs to be a lot of safety when engaging in the things that we talk about on there. And that's important to us, is to bring safety and bring health to it. And it's important work that we're doing.
And to strip the shame.
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah.
We're stripping guilt, shame, all of that. And
not just sexually, like being a parent, all types of different scenarios in our lives, stripping the shame of just being a freaking human being.
Just being a human being. I think we should do some episode once where we just tell all the most horrible things we've ever done in our life.
We should.
Just put it all the freaking heck out.
Oh my God,
there.
we should. I'm going to have to think about that because I'm sure there's some shitty shit I did when I was younger. I mean, I can remember one thing off the bat, but just throwing rocks into the road when cars were going by. That was horrifying.
You did?
I was stupid.
Yeah, kids do some pretty wicked stuff.
Like, but I wasn't
really
thinking
wicked.
about, this could hurt somebody. Like, I just thought it was funny. Ding, hit their car. Like, I didn't think that I could scare the shit out of somebody or crack their window or make them go off the road. I wasn't thinking like that.
I think some people even do and they still do it. And
well,
they
yeah.
laughed at it if it happened because they don't
really
understand the repercussions.
I would have been horrified.
But as a kid, you don't understand the repercussions of how much money it takes to own and maintain a car,
Oh my
and
God.
how big of a deal it is to have your car crash and not have one, or they could get hurt. Like, you aren't thinking of all the repercussions. But,
No.
well, that's for another day.
Well, that was one shitty thing. We could leave it at.
Oh, we have a lot. Oh, yeah, we could go on, but that might be a scary day to talk about. But but it would be important.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would listen to that and be absolutely horrified and yet feel better about themselves.
And I'd love to make people feel better about
Yes,
themselves by
yes.
talking about my shitty shit.
Keep chiming in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss that episode, and neither do your friends.
Yep. We love you. We'll
get
talk to
there.
you soon.
Bye.